right, guys, welcome to our DIY mozzarella class here at Albertsons Market Street. My name is Jonah, your host, and I'm super excited to be introducing our resident cheese specialist, Mario, in a second here. But first, just a couple of things as far as teams goes. If you guys have any questions over the course of tonight, make sure to raise your hand, and I'll be able to answer any or relay any questions you have to Mario from an off-screen computer, or just type into the chat whatever questions you might have. We're going to be moving around using a couple of different things, a couple of different techniques, so it's perfectly natural if you've got questions, and if you have them, I'll be able to get them out and answer them promptly. But yeah, without further ado, let me introduce our cheese specialist Mario here from Albertsons Market Street, and you guys are going to have a good cooking session.
Hi everyone, my name is Mario, cheese specialist at Market Street, Albertson, and tonight we got to make together the fresh mozzarella. So first step, of course, we have a boiling water already on, around 350, 400 degrees. Make sure you wear your gloves. You don't want to burn yourself. The more you can wear is better to keep you safe. Then we will start with the mozzarella. You guys already have it shredded, the curds. And since the water is ready, reach the right temp, we will pour on the fresh curds and the mozzarella. I'm sorry? How much water is, depends how much cheese. I mean, for 1 pound, I will say like 3-4 spoons. And don't forget the salt, very important, like a kind of tablespoon. And then we'll start to make the curds melting with the hot water. Try to stretch on the water already. You can feel on your hands the cheese start to melting. And the stretching and again. Then, since you have the water is turned a little cold, you can drop and then put a little more hot water again to make sure the cheese curds definitely melting. You definitely can feel now is more elastic, the cheese turn. The water is very hot. And voila. You can stretch, and the stretch, the more you can. Perfectly. So at this point, since the cheese curds reach the kind of stretchiness, now you can start to make like balls. Try. And they keep roller until you can definitely separate. Try to roll it on the bottom, make sure the cheese is completely close. And we have a fresh mozzarella ball already. Then it will stack for a few minutes on the ice water. That one will make the cheese definitely stay more firmly at the time you will try to cut. Keep going to make more. And again on the water, ice water. Make sure you have enough ice. And helping with that water, try to seal the bottom. Okay. So after you keep on the water for a few minutes, ice water, the cheese, the mozzarella ball, reach a good temp, so you can try to leave outside for a couple minutes. And then we go to cutting. I want to finish the other curds again. So this is a very less amount respect before, so you don't need too much water, at least for the first time. Of course, less amount of salt, because the cheese is less. And they start to stretch again. pressure, the more you can press, the more cheese you feel start to stretch. So I will drop this water, turn a little bit cold already, and put some a little bit more hot again. And they finish to stretch. Very hot right now. So I suggest to wear the more gloves you guys can if you don't want to burning. And again, start to roller until you reach the shape like a ball. Try to separate from each other. You can seal with the hot water on the bottom. Voila. I got a very small one, final, and the seal on the bottom. I will start to pull out the very first one, since you stay already on the ice water for a few minutes. And then you can wait a couple minutes until it dry a little bit. You will start to slice. The more thin slice you can. The slice shape, of course, depends how big is the mozzarella. You can set up on the plates like that. Some fresh tomato. And one more. We can make our fresh caprese salad. There you go. And the ingredients we can use is olive oil, balsamic, and oregano. The balsamic, since it's very dense, very creamy, it just drops. And the oregano. And the fresh basil, of course. Perfect. Green, white, and red, the perfect Italian flag color. The result is something.
All right. You're good. You can step up. You're good to go. Thanks.
Thank you for joining me, and hopefully you really got good time with the mozzarella preparation and the caprese salad.
Awesome. So just put the mask on and move.
Arrivederci.
All right. Thank you. Mic's on, right? Okay, good. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight for our DIY mozzarella. I certainly hope you learned something. I most definitely did. Knew absolutely none of that coming in here. Just a quick reminder, obviously all of these items are available at Market Street. You can come and watch Mario and some of our other deli cheese masters make the mozzarella cheese in store a couple times a week. So if you miss some of the parts along there, we'll obviously be sending out the recording of the class, but you can come and see it live in person as well if you so desire. As well as for our classes coming up, we've got one the next 2 Wednesdays, one on the 16th and one on the 23rd. And for that 23rd class, we'll be doing a DIY charcuterie class, which has been a pretty popular one in the past. So make sure to get your signups in early. As always, it'll be $30, and every ingredient is included, as well as some master instruction. So just make sure to, if you're interested in more of those classes, swing by the Market Street catering desk or give us a call. But otherwise, thanks so much for joining us this week, and hope you had a great time making mozzarella.